I think we need to talk about different topics, how to prospect. Is the prospecting process is very important, the methodology that you can use, all the best practices, IT, or all the technology you can use, gamification, and we'll provide a very good example. I think when you're prospecting, there are several different practices that you can accomplish for that. Use your personal network is one of those activities or key assets. Friends and family always works, and that's the starting point. The second one nowadays is social media. Definitely you need to position yourself and use your social connections. And finally, I think networking, go to every single virtual or physical event, provide you another perspective. And of course, there are a lot of different practices that you can add, like using ads as an example. You can use the different target markets and the person of your audience and how to position yourself also in there. But of course, it's more expensive because you need to invest for sure to have that. I think in the different ways or methodologies that you can have on behalf of this process are inbound and outbound. There are two different methods to do it. In the inbound is when you use your social media or you use ads, or maybe you are in a public directory on your field. Personal training, in terms of, certain sports. Depends on your product. You are in certain groups. The people can find you and maybe to contact you, and that's the first way. And you need to leverage all the different processes and activities to do it in the right way. The second one is outbound, when you are doing, cold calling or contact directly through LinkedIn to specific people or audience. When you go to networking and you want to contact all the people that is on this event and try to do it in the appropriate way. Once again, there are several activities and how to prepare yourself to do it. You need to have a very nice speech. I think we create a previous video with all the activities that you need to prepare in terms of content, in terms of practices, that you can do it in the most appropriate way. The second perspective of this methodology is, I think, to improve yourself, regardless that is inbound or outbound. The best practice is to be authentic. It's very, very important that you are absolutely authentic. The second one is you need to build relationships. Besides your target, which is of course enroll the people in your program, in your company, in your business, you need to work also creating authentic relationships that in the long term will help you to accomplish your task. And referrals is always good. So if you have a good story with someone, that's the key goal to move ahead is with that person is you can repeat that story. So for sure, you're doing it the right way, you can accomplish this other best practice. In terms of technology, I think it's very straightforward. It's the social media places. So every single site provide you a set of tools to position yourself, to search the people that you want to work with, and so on. The ads system, independently that is in social media or Google or any other system, there are a lot of specific target directories that you can pay to position yourself in those. Email campaigns is key. You need to have someone to contact through different methods, email, WhatsApp, SMS, social media, that you can return the communication back and try to continue the conversation. And finally, all the web meetings that you can have, there are several tools also in there. Gamification is key also. And I think a very good example is maybe you have a puzzle that I have a referral program. So when I go to one of my key actual accounts, I just ask them, hey, can you provide me a good referral by any chance? Oh, maybe yes. But I have another things to do is let's solve this puzzle. So you provide me this lead, plus you solve this puzzle, you win this. So anyway, you want that person wins, but it's just creating some exciting about the process. So it is much funny in that way. We have a very nice experience providing these kind of tools. In S4DS, we have been working for a while in this process. I think lead management and how to do this prospecting phase is key. When you buy a list, there is another way to do it. I don't know, I have these leads that is in my county or my area that I want to work with, or I just enroll all the other methods that I mentioned before. I need to put all the leads in a single tool, so I can manage that list. I'm not repeating the work, I'm not losing anyone. I can nurture that process with comments, with actions. Maybe I'm doing a cold calling today, maybe I'm doing tomorrow an email contact, and I want to keep all that record in a unique tool. Then I have maybe a lot of files that is very good to have, like a product base or value proposition or a problem solving use case, and I want to share those kind of files in different moments during the nurture of this lead. And definitely I want to make every single follow-up, regardless of the communication method, into the platform. So that's the way it works, that I can create notes, I can have pending actions, I can use my calendar to book myself to contact the person again, or to book a meeting that we're exchanging some thoughts in the future. So once again, the prospecting phase is absolutely vital, and you need tools to provide yourself the most comfortable and productive way to do it. You can do it manually in a paper, for sure, but it's not as productive as has a very good set of tools to do that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it.